Hello, Shreveport Bossier. Let's make a difference today. Are you thinking of buying a home in Shreveport? In today's video, we're going to look at the pros and cons of Azalea Gardens subdivision in Shreveport. So,
let's go!
all right, let's get into our map and let's see where Azalea Gardens is in Shreveport. This is Uri Drive, and LSUS is up this direction right here. And the Azalea Gardens is right in this area right here. A really, really nice neighborhood. It's mid-range price between $220,000 to $240,000. A good price and a good house and a great neighborhood because of its location, because you can get to many different things right around this area here. You're not so far south of Shreveport that you're not close enough to everything where everything's located. But you can see there's several more subdivisions all the way around. But as you go down, then you're going to get over to near the inner loop over here. This is Burt Coons right here, which, is super close to, all the things that you would need. 12 Oak subdivision right here off Flournoy Lucas Road. And so there are a lot of advantages really here in the Azalea Gardens. It's established. You can see as the trees are mature, and there's a lot of great diversity somewhat in the neighborhood, but then a lot of conformity also within it. So that could be a con and that could be a pro, depending on how you look at that. So location wise, we're doing great. All right, let's take a look at the schools. Remember, in Caddo Parish, you have magnet schools. And so you'll have several choices in each level of education. So your elementary school, the neighborhood school, is going to be Arthur Circle. The neighborhood you'll come out, it's 12 minutes away, 4.3 miles, and you'll go straight on Highway 1, which is Uri Drive. And just right up here, you'll turn off of Uri Drive there, and the school is right there in the Broadmoor subdivision. Now, the magnet school, we can begin with Fairfield Magnet School, and it is 10 minutes away, about 7 miles. You'll come out and then go south and then cut on Flournoy Lucas, East Flournoy Lucas, and then go up Burt Coons, and then you'll turn here and go up. This is 70th Street, and you'll turn, Southern and 70th, and then you'll turn up on Fairfield, and the school's right there on your right. So good school. Eden Gardens is your next elementary school, and it is 8 minutes away, 5 miles, and basically you're going to take the same thing as Fairfield, but it's just not as far. You're going to come out, and then you'll hit Burt Coons right here, and then go up and get to Eden Gardens off of Line Avenue. So easy to get to, and a good school for you. Then South Highlands Elementary School is our last magnet school, and it's 13 miles, about 8 miles. You'll come out, and it's the same way as you were going to go for Fairfield, but you could, I don't think it's going to really, between 49 and Linwood or Line Avenue, I should say, you would have a few lights here, whereas you wouldn't here. So, they're about the same time-wise, if you were to take Line Avenue instead of 49. But I think they've got it mapped out good, because this is going to you're going to be able to fly, and then you can get up here to South Highlands in the South Highlands subdivision area. Super great school, one of the best in the state. So an excellent choice for you. Now let's look at the middle school choices that you have. The neighborhood school is going to be Uri Drive Middle School, and it's 10 minutes away. And once again, you're just going to come out onto Uri Drive, Highway 1, and go straight up, and the school is right there on your left. So great school, great distance, 10 minutes, not far at all. Then you have a middle magnet, and it's going to be 9 minutes, about 5 miles. Come out, and they have us once again going about the same way as we did for Eden Gardens. We come on up, and then the school is right here on your right. So excellent school, highly rated choice for the middle schools. And then for the high school, we have Captain Shreve High School is your neighborhood school, 9 minutes away, 4 miles. And so they have us coming out, and instead of going on 1, cut across on East Kings Highway, and you go around and you come right to the school off of East Kings Highway there. So not far at all on the left there. And good choice too also. And then for your magnet, there is Magnet High School. It's 14 minutes away, about 9 miles, and you're going to come out and you're going to come over to get to the Clifant Parkway, and then you're going to make your way right up to the school. So once you get to the Parkway, you're going pretty good speed. So just a little bit of stopping here, and then you'll hit it going on the Parkway for sure. The Magnet School is like one of the highly rated high schools in the state of Louisiana. So definitely a great choice for you to have from Azalea Gardens. All right, now if you're here for Barksdale Air Force Base, then you're going to be 15 minutes away, 9 miles. You're going to come out, and then it's going to take you over the Jimmy Davis Bridge and come around, and you're going to be on Arthur Teague Parkway, and both Clyde Fant and Arthur Teague run along Red River, which separates Bossier from Shreveport. And so you're going to zip around, get to Barksdale, and then you're right there, Barksdale Boulevard, I should say, and then you're right here on the base. You can see the strip right there for the airplanes to land and all. So and they got their own thing going on there. And let me say that we here in the Shreveport Bossier area are used to the airplane, and it's not the small ones, it's the B-52s and all. But when we see that, and if we do hear it, because over a period of time we get accustomed to hearing it, we're reminded that we have a portion of the military right here in our very community, and it's protecting us. And you're a part of that if you're coming to Barksdale. We're looking forward to meeting you and greeting you and welcoming you to the Shreveport Bossier area. We love Shreveport Bossier, and there's no doubt about it. And it doesn't matter what anybody says, there's plenty to do. And you're going to meet some great people here and have great relationships and friends when you leave. So it's just look forward to it. It's going to be a great positive experience for you. Our school systems are very in tune with military families and trying to help the kids adjust, being new to the school and to everyone. And then also there's great support from just many different organizations that we have in our area that are attuned to when the airman is deployed and his family's left behind, and they got to get stuff done and seen after. And really sometimes a lot of time it comes from the military, but then through our churches and through our other nonprofits, there are things that they do to help supplement and help the families while their loved one is deployed. So, we're mindful of those things. You're not just going to be thrown out here in this Louisiana swamp and all it, because it's nothing like that at all. And we're going to make you feel at home, and don't be surprised or taken aback when some people see you in a restaurant or at the movie theater or whatever. And if you happen to be in your military uniform of any form, that they're going to come up and shake your hand and thank you. And you're going like, I didn't do anything, but Yes, you did. Your presence and your willingness to spend time to protect us, and the sacrifices that you make is well noted. And we're thankful and grateful to have you in the Shreveport Bossier area. Now, if you need to go to the airport, it's going to be a 17-minute drive, about 14 miles. Great highways to get there. You're going to come out and come over on Flournoy Lucas, and then hit 3132, which is the bypass, the Burt Coons bypass loop. And yeah, I mean, you're going to be flying. You can hit 20 up here and cut back on Monkhouse Drive, and at Hollywood, there is the airport. You can see the area right here. It's small, it's regional, but it's large enough to get you out of town and get you back to town without having to drive to Dallas to get to fly anywhere. Have a lot of flights. We have I think 6 carriers maybe, and they go all different places. So usually we fly to Dallas and then connect there to go where we're going. But it takes a 3-hour drive, but less than an hour to fly. So it just, depends on what, you want to do type thing. There's that option. We have no long lines. Maybe holidays we do. But I mean, for the normal, if you're having to fly out a lot for business, you're not going to have any trouble getting on and off easily through our Shreveport Regional Airport. But it's not far from Azalea Gardens, and that is a definite pro and plus. Now, if you need to work downtown from Azalea Garden, it's going to be 15 minutes, about 12 miles. And the nice thing about this is when you come out, you hit Flournoy Lucas, and then you're going to hit 3132 Burt Coons, and then go up to 49, and then you're going to fly through here and then come up, and it will take you, hit 20, and it will take you right on in to downtown right here. So not far at all. Now, our downtown area has casinos, and it has Festival Plaza, and where we have our Mud Bug Madness and our Red River Art Festival, and there's several. I'm going to make a video on all the festival and things that we do, and those, we have things, community things that we come together and do, especially 4th of July. We have downtown that they get on the Red River there, and they'll do the fireworks, and it's just beautiful, and it's a big deal. I mean, it's not just a few sparklers, I mean, they really put some time and effort in it, and it's a great thing that we look forward to here in the Shreveport Bossier area. There's a lot of good things to do in the downtown area. I know my grandkids love running through the shooting waters, the dancing waters thing. So they have a little area down in the downtown area, and there's an aquarium, and there's we have our skyscrapers, and we have Scyport down there that's fun for the kids and the adults too, and interesting things that they exhibits and all that they have. So the downtown area is revitalizing too, so they're doing a great job. Downtown authority that gets funds from the federal government to help make our city in our downtown area stronger. We have some housing that is available, apartments and condos and that kind of thing that have been created in some of the old buildings that we had that sat empty for a long time, and so they've put money into it and is bringing life back to the downtown area, adding some restaurants and some boutiques and shops and things like that. So it's a good thing, an upward thing that's happening and exciting. And I'm glad to see it because, I've lived my entire life, except for just a few years, going to college or once I had my first few jobs were in Texas, but eventually made my way back here and have stayed here of the majority of my life. And so I know it inside out, and I know the growth and where it's come from. And so I can appreciate what we have and appreciate what we have seen happen. And the downtown area is one area that is starting to come back and be alive again. And that's good. And I'm looking forward to even more things that they're going to be doing in the downtown area. So if you're working downtown, when you're on your lunch break, they've got food trucks for you there, so you don't have to drive out and try to get something to eat or just eat a sack lunch. And then, or they have some restaurants you can walk to, and it's not would not be a fur piece for you to go to get there. So Azalea Gardens, once again, definitely a good location and close to the downtown area. Now, just to see some things that are around the area here, we're looking at our map. Now, you'll see that the roads that are close to Azalea Gardens is very convenient. You have Florinor Lucas over here, and then you've got the loop, which is 3132, and then it goes on to 220, which comes on around, goes into Bossier City from Shreveport. Here's Bossier City here, and it goes up. Bossier City goes all the way up here. And then Benton Road will take us on up into Benton, and then eventually right here is Benton, and then it takes you on up to the Arkansas line. Plain dealing there. There we go. Arkansas, Louisiana right here, and this is Texas and Louisiana right here. So this right here is the Arklatex. So you can see where we're at right here, and then all of this is Louisiana, there's Arkansas, and here is Texas. And so you come down here, and you can see Wascom is like right on the edge, and Greenwood is right on the edge of Texas. So, Bethany, same way, Elysian Fields. So a lot of people live in East Texas, but do a lot of business in Shreveport, because Marshall's about the only larger town, about 20,000 there, and Longview gets a little bit larger, but not much larger. So Dallas would be your area. Suburbs would be the best bets as far as large. So Shreveport's at close to 200,000. Makes it worth the drive. It's not very far from there. So this is why we are called the Arklatex, because of the three states that this little northwest corner here. So pretty much in our area, Minden on down to Stonewall right here over to Greenwood, and you got Mooringsport and Blanchard and Benton right here, Plain Dealing, all these right in here, Minden, Halton, all those are our suburbs. Bossier City would be a suburb of Shreveport. All these little areas, small towns around, that have maybe 10,000, 12,000 people, are in a circular motion around north, south, east, and west of the Shreveport area. So if naturally at Azalea Gardens, you're going to be really on about the center, from what I can see here, you're going to be in about the center area that you can go either way and be in any of these towns. If you wanted an outing, it would only take maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. And it would be kind of fun to kind of, take a trip and figure out what's around. But you'll see that 20 is our main thoroughfare through Shreveport Bossier, and then you have the 220 loop and the 3132 that kind of almost makes a complete circle. I think they're working on getting it to be more complete on this side, but this way we were able to get from Bossier to the south part of Shreveport very, very quickly with no lights. And so, we're rocking and rolling. Getting around town is very easy. We have green grass and we have green trees. We have greenery, all right? And so that's what we love about it. We're a sportsman paradise. And there's a lot of the guys, a lot of ladies too, have gotten into going hunting and fishing. And that's a big deal in our area. So you might learn to love it if you've not been in a place where it was prevalent. But it's going to be prevalent here. We have hunters and we have, cameo, where pickup trucks, 4x4s, all that type thing. I guess a country hick, but we're not all country hicks. But nothing wrong with a country hick, but that just seems to be a lot of times on TV what, the South or even Louisiana swamp people, and we don't have swamps like that. So we have mini swamps, but not large swamps like maybe the South would have in New Orleans area. So there's just a lot of things you can get to in a hurry. Marshall is Jefferson. I'm thinking of Jefferson as being, a smaller town that has the small downtown with the boutique in the shoppings and the good barbecue restaurants and things like that. So it's a nice little venture there. They have where you can, stay in a home that's not a Airbnb, but it's bed and breakfast. So they have those to stay in as opposed to, having hotels, and it just makes it for a nice experience for sure. But there is a lot to do within the Shreveport Bossier area. And you can see the outlines of the neighborhoods and all within the city itself. So, I'm definitely thinking that Azalea Gardens is going to be a great place for you to consider and to put on your list. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of the information is in the description below, so we can help you make a smooth move to Shreveport Bossier City.
From my heart to your home.